everyone, welcome to this mum and baby yoga class with me, Heather DeVille. If you would like to pop your baby down on a blanket at the top of your mat, that would be awesome. If you want to pause the video as well and maybe grab a little rattle and a little scarf, I'm going to show you a few fun things you can do with those as well. Don't worry if you don't have either, just you, your baby, your mat is perfect. Right. Let's get started. So come to a nice comfortable seated position. I'm just sitting up on a little blanket. You might want to use a cushion. We're just going to take a moment to connect with our babies and calm down our breath. So let's bring one hand down to rest on Baba. And just bring your other hand down to your abdomen. And just have a look down at baby and notice the beautiful way they breathe. Hello, gorgeous one, hello. The rise and fall of their belly. And now I want you to see if you could just sit yourself up nice and tall, take a few rolls through the shoulders. And we're going to imitate that lovely deep belly breath that our babies are doing. So throughout class today, we need to stop and pause the video, so feed, change, jig with your baby. Please feel free to do that at any point in time. So just take a few rolls through the shoulders, inhaling up, exhaling back and down. Lifting up through the crown of the head, bringing your awareness to your posture, helping massage out those achy shoulders from all the carrying and feeding. And you can take a nice big inhale, twinkle the fingers as we come up, lift the heart, look up, and exhale, bring the hands back down. Let's do that twice more. Nice big inhale, and long slow exhale. Nice big inhale, and long slow exhale. And just take a moment here. You can just bring your hands gently to rest down on your legs, or you can place your hand back onto Baba. And let's just take 6 lovely, deep, nourishing breaths and long, slow exhales through the nose if that's comfortable for you. Just to slow our breath down, to help tune into our parasympathetic nervous system. This is the system that's our rest and digest, so just knowing that we're taking some time now to slow things down, to nourish our bodies, spend some lovely time with our babies. One more breath. Lovely stuff. Now to continue that theme of slowing the breath down, we're going to grab our scarves if you have one. If you don't, please don't worry, just work with the breath in the same way. We're going to take an inhale. Just before you exhale, I want you to lift and engage your pelvic floor muscles. Then as you exhale, draw the belly button towards the spine and really think up about lifting up through the crown of the head. So nice big inhale. Lift and engage your pelvic floor muscles. Those are the muscles you'd use to stop yourself doing a wee or a pop. And lovely. If you have your scarf, you can bring it up here. Take an inhale. Lift and engage the pelvic floor muscles as you exhale, blowing onto the scarf. And down over, baby. If you don't have the scarf, just simply go. It's a lovely way babies, especially at that age when they sort of start or when they get a little puff of air on them, it's really lovely. Nice big inhale, in lifting the pelvic floor muscles and exhaling. Let's take 4 more of those. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Lovely stuff. Just pop that down. Place one hand down onto the earth. Inhale the other arm up, and as we exhale, just flip the fingers, reaching over. So we're really reaching and stretching through the side of the body. Lovely stuff. Let's bring ourselves forwards. Bring the other arm in, clicking. Don't worry if you can't click. Not a problem. Just twinkle the fingers. Inhale up. Exhale, reach over. Let's spend a couple of breaths here, just really sending the breath into the side of the body. And then we're going to come forward over Bubba. Hello, hello, hello. Gorgeous one. Inhaling, coming back up. And releasing that down. Lovely stuff. We're going to come over onto our hands and knees now. I'm going to place my baby back at the top of the mat where she usually lives. Actually, I'll bring her down a little bit. We're going to come onto all fours, so tabletop position. We're going to draw the belly button towards the spine and looking down at Bubba. Mwah! Feel free to give them a kiss if you like. We're going to take an inhale. We're going to let the belly drop, let the heart lift and look up. As we exhale, we're going to round through the spine, drawing the belly button up towards the spine and the chin to the chest. Inhale, let everything relax down. Exhale, rounding. You can always shake your head, baby may grab a hold of it and you might have to wrestle it out of their hands, but that's fine. If you want to, as you exhale here, you can add in that pelvic floor lift. So take your inhale. Before you exhale, engage the pelvic floor muscles and then blow the air out through a small gap in the lips. Blowing all the way down, Bubba. Let's take 3 more of those. Inhaling and exhaling. One more. Lovely stuff. Let's bring the big toes together, walking yourself a little bit closer to Bubba, then sending the hips back towards the heels. So what we're going to do here, I'm now skating back, we're going to place our lips onto our baby's bellies and we're going to make 3 oms. So very simple, it's just om. And this lovely vibration is going to help soothe and calm our babies. So we're going to extend the arms away. Take an inhale. As you exhale, om. Om. Lovely stuff. Now from here we're just going to circle the hips up towards the right, letting them drop down towards Bubba and then coming back the opposite way. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you come down, and if you like to you can join me and sing round and round the garden like a teddy bear. 1 step, 2 step, tickly under there. Yes, yes, little gorgeous one, yes. I do know this baby's not real, by the way, I just very much get into it. We're going to come up the other way now, so really enjoy the sensation of stretching through the side of the body. You can always press into the opposite hand as you're coming up, and again you can join me in singing round and round the garden like a teddy bear. 1 step, 2 step, tickly under there, yeah, lovely stuff. Just take a moment here, bring the knees together, tuck the toes under, bring the weight back into the toes. If this is uncomfortable for you, feel free just to untuck the toes. Just give the wrist a little bit of a circle. Wrists are working quite hard as a new mum, or a second or third time mum. So let's just give them a little circle. Fabulous stuff. From here, we're going to come back over onto tabletop position. We're going to tuck the toes under, lift the hips nice and high. Keep the knees bent to start with. We're coming into a squatting dog. Give the head a bit of a shake. Bubba might grab a hold of it. You might have to wrestle it out of their hands. And then just slowly walking one heel down towards the earth at a time. Oh, enjoying that sensation of being upside down, of just stretching out the back of the legs. When you're ready, just walk your hands and feet together to meet at the bottom of your baby. Just take hold of their feet. Just give them a nice little gentle squeezing massage. Maybe go all the way up the body. Hello. Connecting in with them. And just saying hi. Hi, gorgeous one. Hello. When you're ready, take an inhale. Lift up halfway. Hands to shins or thighs. Roll your shoulders back and down and draw your belly button towards your spine. Looking down at your gorgeous Bubba the whole time. Lovely. Now big bend in the knees as we bring the body forward, and we'll just take a little ragdoll. So you can take hold of the elbows, just have a little shake and bob here from side to side. Letting the weight of the head go just going to pause here. Take an inhale as you exhale, draw the belly button to spine and roll all the way up to standing. Float the arms out nice and high when you get there. Exhale, bring the hands back down to heart center. Going to take a nice big inhale, sweep the arms up, lift the heart and chest, look up, interlace the fingers, reach up, and as you exhale, just come over to one side. Lovely stuff. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, reach and come the opposite way. Lovely. Inhale, come up to center. As you exhale, just draw the shoulder blades slowly down the back of the body, arms coming out nice and wide. I call them cactus arms. And then just take your hands behind your body, interlace your fingers, press away and lift them away from your body, just lifting your heart and chest, feeling that beautiful opening. Lovely stuff. We're now going to do a modified version of a sun salutation. We're going to take an inhale, sweep the arms up. As we exhale, we let the hands come back down to heart center. We're going to inhale as we come down, coming down into a squat position and bringing the arms forward to shoulder height and just twinkling the fingers. It's just making some interesting lights above us. We exhale as we come back up, squeezing the glutes as you bring the hips slightly forward, arms slightly back. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Inhale to come down. Yes. What is mummy doing? Exhaling up. So squats are really good for helping work, re-engage your core and your pelvic floor. So your pelvic floor is part of your core and you can't just isolate it and simply work that alone. You can, but it won't give you a really deep core strength. But when we work with the breath in this way, you can always exhale nice and strong. The pelvic floor and the diaphragm and the abdominal muscles are working together and coming back together to help regain that strength. Let's do one more of these. And now we're just going to bend into the knees coming down and then place the hands back down either side above us, stepping the knees back. We're going to bring the big toes to touch again and take the knees a little bit wide. We're going to bring our hips back towards our heels for our swooping kisses. So we kiss all the way up our babies. When you reach the top of the mat, round up through the spine, drawing the belly button towards the spine and slowly moving the hips back towards the heels. And then do it again. Rounding up, really enjoying these sensations in your body. Let's do 3 more of these. Your babies will probably be giving a little bit more back than mine does. Which is good. Oh, let's take that one as the last one there. Just bring your hips back towards your heels. Come up onto your fingertips here and just lightly sway the hips from side to side. Almost as if you're reaching through the right arm and then reaching through the left. Just getting that juicy stretch down the side of the body. Lovely stuff. Let's bring ourselves back up onto all fours. If you want to grab some padding, you can use a blanket under your left knee and step the right foot forwards. We're going to have some room here to lunge. Actually, I'm going to grab some padding onto that knee because I'm going to be moving on it. We're going to be doing this action here. If this isn't nice for you for any reason, I just want you to focus on tilting the pelvis. So hip bones are here. All we're going to do is draw the hip bones closer to the bottom of the ribs. Very simple movement. Otherwise, you can join me here. You can use a scarf or you can just use your fingers like this. We're going to take an inhale. Reach up, exhale, lunge forwards, and we're going to bring the scarf all the way down the bum. As you come back, flex through the right toes, and we see our babies there. Inhaling up, release as you exhale, coming back, flexing through that foot. Inhale, lifting the heart and chest, looking up, exhale to lunge. Flexing the right toes as you come back. 3 more, inhaling up. Exhaling to lunge. There you are. Inhaling up. Exhaling to lunge. Yes, there you are, you gorgeous cutie. Inhaling up. Exhaling lunge. One more on this side. And just hold the stretch on this side for a moment, maybe slightly turning the hips towards that right leg. Giving Bubba a little cheeky wiggle. Yes, you gorgeous one. And then place your foot back down onto the earth, press down through the hands, take that right leg back. Just take a moment here, come up onto the fingertips, round up through the spine, giving the body a shake, the head a shake here. And then release back to centre. We're going to bring the opposite leg forwards. So left leg coming forwards this time. Remember, you've got the two options. You can stay here with this position, more of a square, and we're just focusing on moving the hips, or you can go for the full lunge. Let's take a nice big inhale, lift the heart and chest, look up, exhale, soften. Sinking forwards, lunging, coming back, flexing through those left toes, inhaling up, exhaling down. Whee! If Bubba grabs the scarf and starts chewing it, just let him have it. Just keep going with the motion. It's very common. Yes, there you are. One more. And then we'll hold on this side. So just holding that stretch again. Yeah. Just turning the hips ever so slightly towards that left leg. Just enjoying that stretch down the back there. Back of the leg. Fabulous. Place the hands back down. Press that down through the hands to bring the leg back. Take that blanket off to the side. Let's tuck the toes under, lift the hips nice and high. One more little cheeky downward facing dog here. You can keep looking down at your bubbas, or you can let the head relax. Whatever works for the two of you, or the three of you if you have twins. And then we're going to soften the knees. And we're going to come to seated. So if you want, again, you can grab your blankets here. And I like to extend the legs down either side of Bubba for this first one. Nestling Bubba in between my legs. Sitting up nice and tall, the blanket just helps with that. I'm sort of sitting towards the front of the blanket, so I'm almost falling off of it. But it's nice and helps open through the hips here. So we're going to start doing a little bit of work with Bubba. We're going to keep our focus on our good posture for ourselves. Going to flex through the toes. We're going to inhale the arms up, exhale to come forwards, and then we're going to lightly twinkle the hands all the way down, Bubba. And as we do this, we're then going to slightly recline, engaging our lower abdominals by drawing our belly button towards the spine, and then bringing the hands here. As we do this, we're going to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So join in when you like. So it goes like this. Nice big inhale. Exhale to come forwards. Twinkling down, Bubba. Then holding with the recline. And all over again. So we're going to go like this. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Yay! Was that fun? Was that fun, little one? Yeah. I'm going to come sit cross-legged now, but you can stay with your legs extended, whatever's most comfortable for you. So we're going to come and work with some gentle baby yoga. Any resistance from baby, just go with their resistance. Don't try and push through it, just let them resist. They'll often, if they're teething, have one hand in their mouth the whole time. It's absolutely fine. Just to join in as works for you and your baby. So we're going to start with a little action called open and close. We're going to take a hold of their hands and wrists lightly. They might be at that lovely stage where you can just hook your thumbs in and they'll just grab them, which is ace. We're going to draw the hands across the body with one sort of above the other. And we're going to sing a little song, just opening and closing the arms. And we're going to go open and close and open and close and give yourself a go. mudder. Yay! Well done, little one. Well done. Let's do that one again one more time. Open and close and open and close and give yourself a go. Open and close and open and close and don't get in a muddle. Yay! Well done, little one. Well done. Very nice. Now, we're going to do a lovely little song called The Grand Old Duke of York, and we're going to march our baby's knees in towards their tummy one at a time. And then if you know the song, when the Grand Old Duke of York, when he goes up, we do both legs at the same time. If your baby's quite little or quite old, they might want to move both legs at the same time anyway, so just again, go with what they want to do. This can be a really good one for relieving wind and constipations. It's a really nice one for that. So just gently holding on to your baby's feet and ankles. We're going to walk one leg in at a time. We're going to go, the Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of a hill and he marched them down again. Both feet together, and when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Yay! Well done, little one, well done. Very nice. And we're going to do that one again. This time we're going to start with the opposite arm. So if you're right-handed, you probably start with your right hand. So this time start with your left and vice versa. The Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. Both together, and when they were up, awesome. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. Yay! Your baby might be at that gorgeous stage. They can still clap their feet, which I can do for ages. But you can always clap their feet if they are. Lovely stuff. Now let's pick our babies up. I'm going to turn to face you guys and just have them in our laps. If they're not already, you can pick them up sooner than this, obviously. Just adapt and go when it comes to a baby. And we're going to do one more little song here called Wind the Bobbin Up. Very simple action with the arms, circling them together and then opening and closing, pointing to the ceiling and pointing to the floor. Don't worry if you don't know this one, it's super simple, so just follow me. Here we go. Wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again, wind it back again, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, point to the window, point to the door. Clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3. Put your hands up on your knees. Yay! Well done, little one, well done. Amazing. So from here we're going to come up to standing with our babies. We're going to turn to face the top edge of the mat again if you aren't already. And we're just going to bring the right foot forward, just resting by the here at the top of the right leg. We're going to do a few few core exercises here. We're going to inhale. Again, lift and engage your pelvic floor muscles. So the muscles you use to stop yourself doing a wee or a pop. Think about lifting those. And as you exhale, slowly draw the belly button towards the spine and lift up through the crown of the head, so nice and tall and long. So inhaling here, lift and engage the pelvic floor muscles, and exhale. We'll do 6 of these in total. Last one. Lovely stuff. Tuck the back toes under and bring yourself up to standing. We're just going to be standing just for a little moment here with our bubbas. We're going to come for tree pose. As we do our tree pose, we're going to hum. The reason for the hum is that it helps to soothe the babies, so they'll be a little bit less wriggly. But if your baby's happy down on the mat, on the floor, feel free to leave them down there as well. So we're going to bring the weight into one leg, turn the opposite toes out. You can start here. If you want, you can bring the foot up onto the calf as well, pressing the foot and calf together. Take an inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to hum or make a buzzing sound. Lifting up through that standing leg. You can have the foot here or bring it up onto the calf. Nice big inhale. I'm smiling because sometimes my hum can get really like very serious. Don't need to be that serious when you're humming. So we're going to step the left foot forward, right foot back, and we're going to gently drop down onto that right knee. You can always put padding underneath it if you want. We're now got Bubba resting against our left, on the top of our left thigh, resting against our bodies here. We're going to do some quicker pelvic floor lifts. So we're going to lift and release, lift and release. And if you feel the low abs getting involved as well, that's great, that's not a problem. Don't worry too much about the breath. We'll just take an inhale and exhale, and then we'll start, and then let the breath do what it's going to do. Whilst we do it, you focus on the lift and release, lift and release, lift and release, and I'll just sing a little song. Nice big inhale to prepare, and as you exhale, start lifting and releasing, lifting and releasing. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Fab, I'm going to sing again, you keep going. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Awesome. Bring that knee down. We're going to come to lie down on our backs now. If you want to stay up just for a moment so you can see what I'm doing, I'm just going to place Bubba down on their blankets at the side. Bring yourself down onto your side. Pick your Bubba up and roll over onto your back. Feet flat on the floor. Take a moment to make sure your spine is nice and long, so just lift the head up, walk it away from the hips, from the tailbone, and just Bubba, if they're happy, just comfortably resting sat in your hips, at the bottom of your legs as well. So we're just going to take a few bridge rolls here. So we're going to take an inhale. We're going to lift and engage the pelvic floor muscles as we exhale. Start, particularly if you've had a C-section, just by working on a tilt. So just very gently moving the pelvis here with the exhale. If it feels okay for you, take an inhale. Lift and engage those pelvic floor muscles as you exhale. Press down through the feet and lift up. Take an inhale here. And exhale to reverse. Like a nice big inhale. Engage those pelvic floor muscles. Exhale. You can always blow it out through the mouth. I like to do that sometimes. Inhaling and exhaling to come back down. Let's take 4 more of those. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. As you progress with this, you can always start bringing Bubba up, lifting them up so they're flying above you. They tend to quite like that as well. Let's take 3 more. pelvic floor muscles, belly button to spine, press down through those feet. Obviously you're only bringing Bubba up above you if they've got the head control for that. They will as they get bigger. And final one. Coming back down, lovely. Now we're going to lift Bubba up and we're just going to bring the knees a little bit towards the chest and then let them drop over to one side. Sit Bubba on the opposite hip, or if they want to lay down on you or be at your side, wherever they are, it's absolutely fine. Take a few breaths here, just enjoying this twist. Enjoying that sense of being supported by the floor beneath you. When you're ready, bring the knees back up, and as you exhale, let them come to the opposite side again, placing Bubba on the hips. Taking some lovely nourishing breaths here. Lovely stuff. Now I want you to come back. You can either bring the knees back to centre, have Bubba resting here. I want you to come to a position that's comfortable for you and baby for Shavasana. You may be lying down, you may be on your side feeding, you may be sat up feeding, whatever is best for you. Close your eyes if it's viable for you and baby right now. Don't worry if not. Let's take 6 rounds of golden thread breath here. We're going to breathe in through the nose and then we're going to exhale through a small gap in the lips. As you breathe in, I want you to tell yourself everything is going to be okay. And as you breathe out, just think release, relax, let go. Breathing in, I'm the best mother I can be. Breathing out, I release, I relax, I let go. Breathing in, a baby fills a place in your heart that you never knew existed. Breathing out, I release, I relax, I let go. One more breath, breathing in. Breathing out. Let's do 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Final one. Let your body have a moment here to sink into stillness, if life allows today. Feel supported by the earth beneath you. And take a moment to thank yourself for being a wonderful mother, for everything you do every day for your baby. All the feeding, changing, wiping, catching them just before they're gonna topple, wiping away the little bits of baby sick. It's all tiny acts of love that you do for your baby every day. And it's a beautiful thing. I welcome you to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you and your baby are happy. But if you would like to join me, now we'll just press ourselves slowly back up to seated. Come onto your side first if you're on your back. And we'll close our class with the Namaste song. Just bring our hands and baby's hands together at baby's heart. We go Namaste, Namaste is what we say. What we say, it means peace and love to you and all your friends too. Namaste, Namaste. Namaste, ladies and babies. Thank you so much for joining me for this class today. I hope you really enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought. Feel free to join me for any online classes or live in-person and classes that I have coming up. Namaste to you and your baby. Have a wonderful day, y'all.